right, ladies, we're going to start on the big ball today. And you can just start seated. We're going to get a nice stretch today. You can go wider with your feet so you have a nice solid foundation under you. And I just want you to sit up tall here through your spine. Maybe roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And take some deep breaths. So today we're going to just remind our nervous system, hey, you can relax. You can relax a little bit. So finish with those shoulders back and down. Drop your arms by your sides. And on the inhale, you're going to reach up. Exhale, reach down. Five, four, three, two, and one. And then reach your arms out to T. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale, turn right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Center. Exhale, right. Center. Left. Center. Right. Center. Now exhale, turn left. Drop your right fingertips down, just a tap on the floor. Come back up and return to center. Turn right. Tap those left fingertips down. Come up and back to center. Keep that going. So exhale as you tap down. Inhale to center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more each side. Good. Come back up and then drop your forearms to your thighs. And you're going to keep your left forearm on your inner thigh and then reach your right arm up. And I want you to press into that inner thigh. I feel a really big stretch there in the inner thigh, the groin, and then also in your right rib cage. Inhale and exhale, release that side, and we'll switch sides. Inhale and exhale. Back to center. We're going to do eagle arms. So reach your arms out. You're going to cross your right elbow under your left and just try to wrap those elbows, wrap your palms, and feel that stretch in between your shoulder blades. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, come up. Inhale, lean forward. Notice how you have to press through your feet to come back up. Let's do three more. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind your feet, unwind your arms, roll out those elbows, and then we'll switch. So you'll bring left elbow under the right, wrap everything up, feel that stretch between your shoulder blades, and then inhale, lean forward, exhale, press up. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind the arms, roll out the elbows, the shoulders again, and then come back to center. Now I want you to just sit up nice and tall, and this is a very small movement, but I want you to just squeeze those shoulder blades back together, kiss them together, and then come back to relaxed. So squeeze back and relax. Now, as you do this, try not to lift your shoulders up to your ears at all. So you're using those postural muscles. Squeeze back, relax. Okay, now we'll add some arms with it. So you'll just reach arms forward, and then you're just going to pull back with the elbows and squeeze, and then reach forward. Pull back, squeeze, hold, reach forward. Imagine you have like those pulleys in your arms, and you're pulling back. We're just working on posture. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And now create that circle. Same concept, but we're opening, like hug a tree, opening that circle and then closing. Open, squeeze the shoulders, and circle. Really feel these muscles working. Chest is opening, those front shoulders are stretching. 3 more. Last one. Ooh, good. Now shake those arms out and let them just hang by your sides. And you're going to sit up tall again. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. And at the same time, reach your fingertips down towards the floor on both sides. Getting that neck to release. Good. Come back up, and then go left ear to left shoulder. Active through your arms. You can even wiggle your fingers a little bit. Get that energetic feeling all the way down the arm, into your fingers. Go bring your head back to center. Now we're going to go back to the right side, but this time I want you to look down. Look down over that right shoulder. It's a little bit more on the back side of your neck. And into your trap and your scalenes. Okay, bring your head back to center. Now you'll look down over that left shoulder. Very good. Bring your head back to center. Okay, let's do just a few bounces. So you're just bouncing up and down on the ball. Rebounding like this is really good for your lymphatic system and just kind of waking those muscles up in your legs, your glutes, and your pelvis. Do another 10, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to slow it down. And I'm just going to turn on my mat, and we're going to go into just some pelvic tilts. So sitting tall, you breathe in, exhale, tuck the tailbone into that C shape. Your ball moves here a little bit. Okay, so the ball will move with your curl and sit tall. If you want to do this with arms up, you can. Do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now you're gonna have to do a little brain shift here. This time I don't want you to move the ball, but you're going to try and do that same thing. You probably won't be able to go quite as deep with it. Okay, so don't let your ball move, but curl back and then sit up. I definitely think this one is more challenging just to connect mind and body, to not let that ball move. Another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Sit tall. You're going to reach your arms forward again. Okay, this time you're going to lean back, and I just want you to reach that right arm back with you. Bring it to center and sit tall. Lean back, left arm, center, and up. Side to side. Nice rotation. Do one more side to side. Good. And then sit tall. You can drop your arms again. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. And then exhale, I want you to twist to the right without moving your hips or your knees. And just take a nice, gentle spinal twist. Twists are one of the best ways to reset the nervous system, the digestive system. Your spine, muscular, skeletal. Go and release this side. Reach your arms up. And then switch. So bringing one arm across the lap, the other arm or hand behind us at the base of the spine. Come back to center. Now you're going to drop your left forearm across your lap, and then you're going to bring the right palm flat on your back and do one more twist to the right and press that left elbow. Press that elbow down into your thigh so it kind of lifts your shoulder as you rotate. Inhale and exhale, release. We're going to hook that right forearm across the lap and bring left palm flat on the back. I'll release this side and then sit tall. And we're just going to do a shoulder stretch across the chest. So your left arm comes across your chest. Let's just get a quick stretch here for the front part of our shoulder. We did a lot of arms this week. You should feel this one. Nice job. Let's switch to the other side. Just a quick stretch for our deltoid. Very good. All right, you can release that. Now we are going to come onto our backs on the ball. So if you need to maybe move the ball back a little bit on your mat. So then when you do roll down, you're like kind of more back in the middle of your mat. So I want you to lay back and just get a supported back bend here on your ball. You could bring hands behind your head if you need a little neck support. It provides a great stretch in your chest, and we are creating some space in the vertebrae. Of course, if you need your arms out for a little extra balance or whatever you need in a variation to feel stable and supported here. Now, if you can, just use your feet to rock yourself forward and back in this back bend. So you're getting into different stretches in this extension, this spinal extension. My chest feels extra tight today, so I'm feeling that a lot. But it feels good to kind of create some space in the vertebrae too. Then we're going to get to a more of a place where we're ready for crunches. So I want you to lift your head and shoulders up. Your hips are kind of off the ball a little bit. And you're just going to lean back and crunch up 15 times. Important to get our core to engage to support the spine, the low back. Let's do another 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now you're going to take those hips even further off your ball, so you're more on your upper back. Your head can even rest back on the ball here. And we're just going to do some bridges or some hip thrusts up. So you're coming up into that reverse tabletop and then lowering the hips down. Just gonna lift and squeeze and lower back down. I don't really care where your hands are here, whatever feels best. Getting 15 of these as well. So good for our posterior chain, which is our glutes and hamstrings, really that entire back side of the body. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now you can just place your butt down on the floor. Hopefully that transition works okay for you. And then just move that big ball. Actually, what I want to do is use that big ball out in front of us. So you're just going to move it in between your legs and your feet are going to go wide. And we're just going to use that ball to stretch forward Ooh. And then sit tall and pull that ball back towards you. Okay, so inhale, exhale, scoop the belly, reach forward, tuck the chin, and then draw it back in and sit tall. Inhale, exhale, empty out, and stretch. And come back up and reach forward and stretch. And come back up and stretch. Good. Let's do one more. Amazing job. Okay, now we can place that ball to the side, but we will use it again. So try not to let it roll too far. We're going to bring our feet in towards each other, and then we're going to cross this right foot over our left knee. With our left arm, we're going to give it a big hug so you can feel that stretch in your glutes and your hips. And then again, bring right hand behind you for a spinal twist. Make sure you don't force the twist here. In fact, I like this one even more just for that glute stretch. Make sure you continue to sit up tall. Inhale and exhale, release. I want you to switch sides. Bring that left foot over your right knee. Hug it in. And breathe. Inhale and exhale. Release this side. All right, we're going to transition into a tabletop on hands and knees. And let's just do some cat-cows. Inhale, open the chest, look up. Exhale around the back. And yours can look different than mine. You just want to use this to stretch your spine, to stretch your abs, and to work on your shoulder mobility. Then come back to neutral spine, and we're just going to reach our right leg back and our left arm forward and do our elbow to knee and reach out. So inhale as you reach and exhale as you curl. A really fundamental move here. Being able to stabilize with your opposite limbs. Do another 3, 2, and 1. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg back, right arm forward. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Send your knees a little wider, and we'll take a child's pose. Send your hips back, reach your arms forward, and just use this as a stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift your head, walk those hands over to the right, and if you can, place your left hand on top of the right one. Really enhances that left lat. Stretching along your side. Inhale. Exhale. And let's switch. Right hand on top of the left, over on that other side. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bring it back to center, and you're going to bring your knees back in. And I want you to lift up into a down dog. And just pedal, pedal your feet out. Stretch out your calves and your Achilles and your hamstrings. And then go hip width distance apart with your feet. And we're going to move forward to plank and press back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Five, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, stay in your plank and drop your left knee down. And we're going to turn open to the right side and just stretch long with your arm, your right arm, and your right leg. Make any adjustments that you may need for this to feel good. Good. Inhale and exhale. Come back into a plank. And then drop your right knee and open up to that left side. And just stretch long. Good. Come back into your plank. One more time. And then you can drop both knees. Maybe stretch it back one more time in your child's pose. And then we are going to transition onto our butts again. But this time we're going to grab our weights. And in a seat, you're going to plank back just a little bit. Turn your palms up, and let's get some bicep curls in. Oh, I see Lori. We lost Lori. Ah, sorry if you've been gone a while, Lori. I just saw. Okay, we're in a seat and we're doing bicep curls with our weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can drop one of those weights, and we're going to hold on to one weight with both hands and just turn side to side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. We're going to work on some full sit-ups. So lay down and then try to sit back up. If you need to drop that weight, you can. Sometimes I think it's actually a little easier with a weight because it helps bring you up. But if you need to grab your legs, you can drop it. And then try not to swing your arms. You don't want to use the momentum of your arms, you want to use your abs. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to lay down and make sure you have that other weight close. And we're going to transfer those weights onto our hip bones for some bridges. You're just going to lift and lower those hips again. Good. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Then move those weights to your hands. And you're going to lift your hips up. And we're going to have the weights overhead. And then reach out for snow angel. And come back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the weights back on your hips and go back into bridges. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. Keep your hips down on this next one. You're going to bring the weights overhead. On the inhale, you're going to reach behind you. like behind your head for a lat pullover, and then exhale, come back up. You got to keep your core tight on this one. So inhale back, pressing those weights together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Five, four, three, two, and one. Nice job. Go ahead and drop those weights off to the side. I want you to grab your hip band. And then we're going to put that hip band on the right foot. And stretch out. Our right hamstring. Mine is tight today. You need to bend and straighten the knee a few times. You can. And we're going to open the right hip. So move that right leg out to the right side. And bring that leg up. And then go across your midline or the IT band. Really try your best to keep your right shoulder down. And then bring that right leg back to center and lift your head and shoulders. Go, we're going to switch our feet out. And do the left leg. Open out to the left side. Really feel your inner thigh. Pull it up and go across your midline. Turn the toes down and in. Keep that left shoulder down. Bring that left leg up and lift your head and shoulders. Nice job. Okay, what we're going to do is bring that band onto our upper thighs, and then we are going to turn on our side. I'm going to roll to the right so I can face you, but you can do whatever works best for you. We're going to get some clams. So that top knee is going to open and close 25 times. Keep your feet together. So good for our hip health and our outer glutes to fire properly. Do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now grab a weight, okay, and just laying on our side here. We're going to have that arm pretty straight, but you can have a little bend in the elbow if you need. And we're going to lift that arm up and bring it back out in front of us. Good. You can feel your abs work to stabilize. Let's do another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then drop that weight. And then I want you to lay all the way down and just reach that left arm or whichever arm's on top that was just working. I want you to reach it behind you and really stretch out your chest. Nice job. Inhale, exhale, release. And then you can roll to the other side or you can come up if you still want to face me. We're going to get our other side in and then we'll be done. Let's get 25 clams. Nice job. That's 10. Another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab that weight with your top arm and you're going to go up, overhead, and back out. I should say over shoulder. You're just stacking that wrist right over your shoulder. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lay all the way down and then reach that top arm behind you. And stretch out your chest. Inhale, exhale. Good. Release that side and press yourself up. You can take the hip band off. Now, just so you feel even on both sides, you might want to come into a child's pose and then just rock forward and back. You could come up into a down dog and then slowly walk hands and feet together. Take a stretch over your legs and then come up slowly together. Nice job.